The community is rallying to help St. Sebastian parishioner William Eichhorn. Just 2 weeks ago, after Sunday Mass, the 81-year-old legally blind Catholic was assaulted and robbed. He had walked about 10 blocks to a Chase Bank on Queens Boulevard. There, in broad daylight, two thugs approached him and demanded the money. When Mr. Eichhorn resisted, they punched him to the ground, took the cash, and left.
These two guys came, one on either side, gave me a whack to my cheek, took the money, saw somebody coming or something happening, so they took off.
The pastor of St. Sebastian Church, Father Kevin Abels, says that Mr. Eichhorn is a very active member of this community. The parishioners here are doing everything they can to make sure he feels safe again.
The people that I know here have called him just to kind of check in on him, to see how he's doing, and they're offering to go out for him to run errands, just so that his whole life doesn't just stop.
I am a parishioner of this church for 40 years. I never heard anything like that happened.
No, I think it's disgusting. I think there should be more, at least auxiliary cops around, walking around each neighborhood.
City Council member Jimmy Van Bramer is leading a campaign to identify and arrest the perpetrators. He lives in the area and was baptized at St. Teresa's Church. He says that all residents should feel safe here at all times, especially after services.
With St. Sebastian's, St. Teresa's, Queen of Angels, St. Raphael's, all pretty close to where this happened. We want to make sure that all of our seniors feel safe walking to and from Mass every Sunday. This is an anomaly. It's a horrible case, but we want to make sure it never happens again and everyone feels safe in Sunnyside and Woodside.
There is a bright side to such a dark story. Mr. Eichhorn says that after the assault, there was a good Samaritan who stopped, called the police, and then stayed with him until he was safe. Mr. Eichhorn doesn't remember this man's name, but he wants to thank him. He also wants to thank a former co-worker who called him to check in after hearing the story.
In the bustle of all this thing and trying to talk, I didn't get her name and address, so I don't need the address really. I just want to talk to her again and say thank you for calling me and talking to me.
The New York City Police are still looking for the two men who perpetrated this crime and are offering a $2,000 reward for information leading to their arrest. If you know something, you can call the hotline at 1-800-577-TIPS. Reporting for Currents from Woodside and Sunnyside, I'm Katie Breidenbach.